where we are going to show you exactly how this business is done, and also teach you the nitty-gritty of this business. And one of the reasons you're here is because we are trying to build leaders out of you. We are trusting you that after this training, you'll be able to stand on your own to teach others and also show others the business. We are a bit behind schedule, so we are going to go straight to the point. So today, the CEO herself is going to be taking the product. Is going to be teaching us about the product, which are the key things of this business. So I'm going to call the CEO to please come up. So welcome everyone, and thank you to everyone that registered. It shows how serious you are, and you're well noted. So CEO, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Denny. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Thank
Okay, so
you
over
for
to you.
thank you so much. Thank you for showing interest, of course, to know about your business, more on the product, because we are a product-based company, and it's very important that you understand your product and also be able to train other people on how to go about training people as well. Because of course, today we're training the trainers who are going to be training other people in this business to understand their products. If you understand your products, then it's easier for you to move your business. Then you know the value of what you have, and then know how to run with your business. So I encourage everybody, aside from this training we are going to do now, every leader needs to do a personal research and training, because of course I can only share very small part of what I would be able to express per training, right? So there's no way I can give everything I know. And of course, every time we are doing training, we need to have something new, something different to actually put out to the people. That's where us doing our personal research, and knowing more on our business, on our products. Yes, we know we have stem cell products. So you need to understand what are stem cells. You need to understand what is stem cell product. Our products are Ayurveda formulation. What is Ayurveda? All of these things are the little things we need to get to understand, so that when we're talking about our products, we are confident and nobody can actually pull you off your feet. Ominicell business is not something you must be a medical doctor or a pharmacist or even a naturopath or even any medically inclined courses to be able to share on your product. And of course, we encourage everyone to also be a product first of their products. When doing training for product presentation, you need to point things to people, especially your audience, and relate things that are close to them, that they can relate with. Before you start, you create a story, because of course we all understand that you can create stories on toxicity, on the environment. You can create stories on the all pricing, health, challenges everywhere. Of course, you can pick up a topic like diabetes. You can pick up a topic on hypertension. Of course, if you do quick trainings on all of these little things that can help you build a story to start, to engage your audience, of course, it makes them understand that you have some level of knowledge of what you are about to talk about. So you build confidence from your audience when you share a little from all the sort of information we have when it comes to health and wellness. So you need to bring to people different topics on health. Talk about age-related diseases. Talk about different kind of topics. I've given an example like toxicity of the environment. Talk about what we eat, what we drink. You need to have some inside knowledge of some of these things prior your training or before you dive into product. So it's not always nice, because we want to make our trainings now days for product alone and days for competition plan. This is to allow for enough time for people to come and learn. So it means that every meeting, there'll be something new for somebody to take home to learn. All right. So we know that in every meeting we have 1 hour to train. Within that 1 hour, there will be time for questions. Within that 1 hour, there will be time. We should be able to time ourselves. So timing is key when it comes to doing product presentation. Now, remember, you don't need to have all the grammar in the world, but you need all the confidence to talk about it. So whether or not you're speaking it in your indigenous languages, you're speaking it in broken, like the pidgin English commonly used in Nigeria here, or you're saying it in your indigenous language, you need confidence as part of the tools for you to be a good presenter. So even when I would say it, even when you make a mistake, confidently go ahead with it. Do not show that you have faltered by any ways. No.
We are not hearing you. What is happening? There is no volume.
Hello, please hold on.
We
We're
can't
trying to
hear.
put on. Please hold on for a second, please.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
Hello, everyone. Sorry for the break in transmission. Our system here connects with light. Once the data in the office, once the light goes off, the data goes off as well. So I've been trying to fix it. Sorry for that short break. Then now let's continue from where we stopped. I hope we are still together. Yeah, so thanks, sis. All right. So, like I was saying, remember to always come prepared during presentation. You must have done some study, do some research, upgrade to have something new to always share. So whenever it's your day to do presentation or you want to do presentation, people are actually looking up to just to hear something new, something different, right? And then remember, I was saying, even though you mess up during your presentation, do not falter. Carry on with confidence, like as if you know what you are saying, and go on with your presentation. Yeah, welcome back for those of us that actually left before. So carry on like you know what you were saying, and then during the presentation, you find a way to correct it where necessary. And somebody, of course, might be on that call with you to help you when necessary to probably during question and answer when questions are thrown back to correct mistakes. But of course, you must own it. You own the stage, you own the presentation. So everybody is listening to you, so you are able to share. But let us make sure we are always coming prepared so we don't always come to talk rubbish. And then we must also come do presentation in line with government rules. We don't come over to media to tell people it cures. Such claims are not verified by NAFDAC, or we can say the FDA, or the different health organizations. All right. So we have to be very careful when we use some terms during our product presentation. We can share things like we got incredible results, incredible, feedbacks, wonderful testimonies. You share testimonies, but do not make claims, all right, on our product to avoid being attacked by people who are in this industry and by the regulatory bodies, right? Or by professionals who might want to falter your presentation. Of course, remember, you don't have to be a pharmacist, you don't need to be a doctor or a medical personnel to be able to present your products and present them rightly. All right, so our products are Ayurveda formulated products, formulated in India. The word Ayurveda, it means this, Ayurveda means is an Indian herbal practice for thousands of years. All right, so these formulations are Ayurveda formulations, all right, manufactured here in Nigeria. Now you can also share on the corporates, all right, do your presentation on the purposes, share on the corporate, share on my partner, Dr. Mukesh, okay, share on these things are supposed to be on this slide. All right, but you need to talk about those things briefly. So I think the slide we're going to share will put up all those things, the company's intro about the company, the corporate, and the people behind the products, very important, before you now dive into the product itself. So from this page, you can talk about our product addressing different health challenges from the root sources. All right, from the root causes. So you can talk about, we have a range of products targeting the root causes of illnesses. So you can start from there, share briefly. On this page, we're going to talk about Ayurveda, we're going to talk about the formulation, where the products are manufactured. So people need to know this information. You can now share on stem cell, talk about stem cell, okay, as a supplement, Okay, what our product does is to do what? Empower the body's what? Stem cells. All right, so they can do what they know how to do best. These are cells, mother cells of the body that are able to take different shapes, different shapes of any other cell. These mother cells can evolve to become your immune cells, your reproductive cells, your vision cells, your eye cells. You can be your brain cells. They can take any shape. They can take call to action, especially where your body needs them most. So they can actually form any kind of take up any shape of any form of cell to be able to heal, and it's able to help your body to replicate, heal, okay, and reproduce brand new cells in the body where needed. So this is the functions of stem cells, and then our products helps to energize your body's stem cells, empower your body's stem cells, so your body is able to heal itself. So the things I'm going to share briefly on this page before you move to talking about the products individually. So you can share. We have products to address. Our products can be taken individually or in combination, all right, to address common health challenges we are faced with today. I hope to this point, we understand where and how to come in with your business, share your story, a quick recap, share your story, all right? Give us something new we need to hear, something most probably you must have researched prior to that presentation. It could be on any topic. It's wild when it comes to health. There are too many things you can want to talk about, but don't go into something you might not be able to defend. Do things that people can easily relate to it. You can share things like your environments are toxic. Okay, we have gas pollution, we have noise pollution, we have so many kind of toxins from the food we eat, the fried foods. We're no longer eating living foods. Share things people can relate to it. All right, share things like the root causes of diseases. You can talk about acidity, because of course we have products that are alkaline in nature that are able to address acidity. All right, share different things that everybody can actually relate to it. You can relate with the food. People can actually relate with the creams, with the number of toxins and chemicals they ingest by applying these things on their skins, right? The perfumes. There's so many things people can actually relate to. You can actually communicate, study more on those things, and share briefly and raise people's interest before you dive into the presentation. Of course, that will come after you've talked about the company, introduce the company, CEO, and the one in charge of product formulation, my partner, Dr. Mukesh Gary. And then on this page, you can share those brief testimony. Not this time for testimony. This time to introduce your story. Share something, educate us on something we would like to hear, keep up our interest to listen to you and build confidence of your audience, of course, that yes, you know what you're talking about. This is also very, very important. Now we are going to start going into our products individually. You can now move to the first product, Ominicell. As a product, you will now share the Ominicell. So can you please change the slide, Mr. Wale? Yeah, you talk about our flagship. Remember, this is our flagship product. Of course, that is why it's carrying the company name, Ominicell. Ominicell, let them also know our slogan is about good health and good life. And actually, it's 100% pure Ayurvedic products, all right? That is the go-to products of the company. Everything you need, everything, whatever health issue or whatever it is, you can say this is a miracle in a bottle. You can say this is the whole pharmacy in a bottle. This is everything. This one addresses, it detoxifies. You can also read it from the slide. Now, but while reading, you must use your brain. Of course, you are prepared before time, because this is a training session, so I'm not going to talk straight up. All right? I want us to have our pen and paper. We're jotting down whatever I'm saying, so you can actually know how to take up this space. And you don't need to keep up time on each product. So you can actually read out from the slide. It's a plant-based stem cell that builds the blood, boosts your immunity, energizes, cleanses, rejuvenates, restores, repair, and renews cell and organ. Of course, if you have defined to them what stem cell is before or not, depending on the day and how you want to present on that day, this will already be reiterating on what you have said earlier before now. So you read a few of the composition. Of course, they also seen the screen with you. So you are going to point out a few of these indications, like it purifies blood, boosts blood, okay? It also tell me helps to improve and fight more than 140. Remember the word there, improves and what fight more than 140 diseases. Then you can say it can help with ulcer, control hypertension, curbs liver diseases, minimizes the effect of chemotherapy. You know, you see, if you watch, I'm picking it from different points, all right? I'm not deviating from what you already have on the screen. At this point, you go to the next slide briefly. So you can now talk about the composition of Ominicell. Okay. Of course, you already told them it's a blood builder, immune booster, and general body well-being. This is all you need. And for every prescription, Ominicell has to be contained in your prescription. Now, the active ingredients in Ominicell is sodium bicolor, okay, the cob and leaf of Magnifera indica, back of Kaya afarensis, and then back of the Dialium guinense. You don't need to speak all this grammar. Most times, I always encourage people, because you don't want people to feel they cannot even talk to somebody about these products. You don't need to go into in-depth of all of this, but those that care, that is why it's going to be on the slide henceforth, can actually go further to study. So you just go straight to tell them these things contain phytochemicals, okay, or they are composed of potent or herbal formulation, medicinal plants, highly potent medicinal plants at the right formulation, all right, to help your body to do what? To heal itself. Containing phytochemicals, phenolic acid, flavonoids, tannins, okay, which are strong antioxidants, anti-inflammatory, they have anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, antimicrobial properties. Okay, as simple, you don't need to go too deep. Then you can now come back and cap all these things. You don't need to start telling us Magnifera indica contains flavonoid, phenolic acid individually, although we have it in the slide. You don't need
Sorrow.
So you can go straight and how does this affect, how does this, all of these properties contained in this super herbal, herbs or combination help your body straight up? The antioxidant effects, protecting against oxidative stress and cell damage. All right. It has anti-inflammatory effects, reducing inflammation and potentially alleviating symptoms of chronic diseases, antimicrobial effects, supporting immune function, preventing infections, anti-diabetic effects, potentially helping regulate blood sugar, and overall well-being. So you don't go talking, speaking, calling these botanical names and making things difficult. So you can look at it. If you can, and you are sure you will do it without making mistakes, feel free to share and do more research on them so you can actually buttress more points. But if there's any product you want to actually go down to explain in details, it could be just the flagship product. Other ones, you don't need all of those plenty details. All right, so you don't kill time. So you can also, remember we're also considering time management. Can we go to the next one? Now, also don't forget to talk about the how to use. The normal way to use Ominicell liquid is 30 ml in the morning, 30 ml in the night. This is something you must also mention, okay, when presenting on the individual products. So Ominicell is best taken on empty stomach, 30 ml in the morning, 30 ml in the night. Notwithstanding, for special illnesses or cases, there can be change in prescription. All right. And remember, I mentioned that one of the doctors in Ominicell is bringing up his handbook for prescription for different diseases. So there are times you need to take up to 50 to 100 ml of Ominicell liquid, depending on the illness, 3 times daily on empty stomach. All of those things is factored depending on the illness. And so the normal dose for maintenance and health and well-being, for keeping up with supplementing your diet, okay, and optimal health for someone who is healthy and fine, is a 30 ml morning, 30 ml in the night, best on empty stomach. Now, while talking about mass detox as our body cleanser, it's very important for your body to do what? For one, to detoxify the system. Now, what benefits do you get when you detoxify your system? You begin to feel lighter, you sleep better, you strengthen your immune system, you are improving your gut health, all right, by removing toxins. Also, many a times, there's so many pains and inflammation caused by accumulation of toxins in the body. So these are the benefits you can get. Cleanses the respiratory system, detoxifies the body, removing harmful toxins and chemicals from the system, helps burn belly fat for slimmer waistline. Don't also forget to share how to actually use. Mass detox is used 2 capsules daily. Remember to also let them understand that there's possibility that they might have bowel movements. It doesn't happen for everybody, but in most cases, you experience what? People having what? Running stomach. And so it's best when you are back from work, you take your products. All right. So you can take it with warm water, you can take it with ordinary water, it depends. When you take it with warm water, it's more effective and faster. You get faster effect of the detoxification process in your body. It helps your body absorb it faster and absorb more of the nutrients better. Now you can talk about the active ingredients if you want to. It's not a must, but you can leave it there. You can scroll to this slide and keep talking what you are talking about, the importance of detoxification in the body. Tell them what it contains, okay? All of these active ingredients, okay, has antimicrobial effects, antispasmodic effects, potential anti-malaria activity. Yes, mass detox has anti-malaria activities. Of course, they contain terpenoids, steroids, saponins, tannins, phenolics, flavonoids, alkaloids, eugenol, reducing sugars, and so many more. Okay, they have anti-inflammatory properties, antioxidant, antimicrobial, anti-malaria, antispasmodic properties. You can go and study more. Okay, these are the Cassia augustifolia, helps as laxative. That means, that is why I said it, for people, many people, it helps them to do what? For free, to free their bowels, right? So you clean the colon completely to improve your body's ability to absorb nutrients from other supplements and your food as well. So that is that. So it's a go-to product. It's the first line of treatment because your body is supposed to detox first before you can start. Like you already know, if somebody has a cut or a wound, what do you do first? You have to clean the surface so that what you can administer treatment and your body accepts the treatment, right? So you must also detoxify the body. That is why these days it seems drugs are not working because people don't detoxify. You take products on body that is already accumulated with toxins, and so when you're able to detoxify, your body assimilates this treatment better, and then you get healing on your body faster. Okay, so if you're going to heal at rate of 1x, detoxifying your body will help you heal at 10x speed, right? So that is that. Remember to keep it simple, don't overdo it. You can carry it back. Don't overshoot it. If you are a medically inclined person, by the time you study it, you will do much better presentation. And remember, in this presentation, I'm keeping it as simple as I can so that everybody will understand what I'm saying and be able to do this presentation by themselves. Remember, you must not speak English during your presentation. You can use any language. So, of course, you must give them in details how they can understand you, how you can express better. You can't be speaking flavonoids, all of those stuffs when you are speaking Igbo, Yoruba, or Hausa, when you're doing presentation. They can be read, those of them that are learned can read through if you are doing your presentation in a rural environment, or for people who are less, some of them cannot even read. So you need to communicate. Being able to communicate what people can understand is very key when it comes to presentation. So you don't go over speaking and blowing too much grammar. It is not really necessary to push your Ominicell business. Then the next product we have is Gramsidal. This is our antimicrobial product. It takes care of organic anti-malaria, antibacterial, and antifungal and antiviral formulation. All right. So the indications are for acne, bronchitis, conjunctivitis, herpes, antifungal, eczema, otitis media. Okay, sexually transmitted diseases. Talk about it in your language. Talk about it in any. These are diseases of any form. All right, caused by bacteria, fungi, or virus. Ominicell Gramsidal is very effective in what? Helping your body do away with unwanted bacteria and infection in the body. And of course, you can share testimonies. How do we use it? Always remember to share how it's used. 2 capsules in the morning, 2 capsules at night, after food. After food, 2 capsules in the morning, 2 capsules at night. For very chronic cases, there are times you can do 2 morning, 2 afternoon, 2 nights to fast track the treatment for serious cases, for serious infections cases. You can start with 2 morning, 2 afternoon, 2 nights for a period of 5 days before you can switch back to 2 morning, 2 nights for the rest of the treatment. Remember, Gramsidal is best taken for at least 1 month, so you can be sure every of those diseases, staphylococcus, name them, and all those garbages have been completely taken care of. Then you can even confidently tell your clients and do a test. So we always advise, even before you commence treatment or before you make prescriptions, if they can give you their test results, is very important. So that immediately after 1 month on the products, they can go back and do a test so we can review treatment, right? Remember, these are herbal supplements. They help you heal from the root cause. Remember, you'll be putting these statements to the people. Of course, you are lecturing, so of course, you need to let them understand that it's going to take care of it from the very root cause. And of course, these are antimicrobial properties. So if you're speaking English for your training, you can go ahead and read out some of the composition. Okay, Commiphora abyssinica, Allium sativum, okay, Sigigum aromaticum, and Silybum marianum. Right? You can quickly talk about those ones. If you want to, if you do not want to, you go ahead and tell them the indications, how this affects your body. All right, antimicrobial activities, fight against bacterial, fungal, and viral infections. Anti-inflammatory effects, of course, because this compound, this herbal remedy, of course, contains anti-inflammatory, antioxidants, analgesic. It can help with pains too, taking Gramsidal. That is why most times we always recommend, if you are treating anything for anything, start with Mastitis, Ominicell, and Gramsidal. We've got people with just these 3 products, prostate issues taken care of, pains taken care of, menstruation returns, even without adding our female fertility product, because these are herbs. And of course, they have multiple functions, although they have where they are more specific at, but then it also touches other parts of your health. And so that is why when we recommend Gramsidal, when you're not having infection, you shouldn't be surprised, because what it has some other effects in your body, possibly to take care of that complaint, whatever the person has brought. And it has always worked, because of course we live in a very toxic environment where there is a lot of infection and diseases, even in the air that we breathe, and the hands, like somebody was illustrating one time. Our phones can be the dirtiest part of everything we touch in our lives. You know, you go to the toilet, you wash your hand, you are careful, you wash your toilet. But how often do we actually clean and wash our phones? And you remember, our phones are always our company in our toilets. Stories that these are things you're going to share with people because it's are things that are relatable, right? And of course, infection is prone everywhere. Sometimes some of these autoimmune diseases are also triggered by infection. So when somebody complains of anything, if you don't know what to give the person, start with Mars Detox, Ominicell, and Gram Cedar. All right, so it may help protect heart and liver from damage. So these are because of what the composition of these powerful medicinal plants, all right, that are composed in Gram Cedar. All right, so you don't need to talk too much. The X-Lumina, all right, X-Lumina is our skin, for skin, nail, and your hair. X-Lumina goes beyond this because it also helps you, gives you antioxidant protection inside. It boosts your immunity, it enhances your skin radiance because of it helps your skin, all right, maintain moisture, evens out your skin tone, helps skin repair and regeneration. Why? Because it contains your body's most powerful antioxidant called glutathione. All right, you can turn off the screen, you can read up through this quickly, both for men and women. For cases of immunity deficiency, you can recommend X-Lumina, not just for skin. It is for you to be healthy, and the glow comes naturally from the inside. So when your inside is in good shape, and when you are inside, you are healthy. If your cells are healthy, what do you expect? You will glow on the outside. Okay, it helps to reduce fine lines and wrinkles. You know, because of the collagen, it helps your skin to be supple, helps your muscle. So many things, so many function of X-Lumina. It can take care of pains. People that have Parkinson issues and all of those critical brain issues can actually be on our X-Lumina, and they will see tremendous help from the product. So these are few other indications aside from skin. You know, most times we are more concentrated on the skin, on the physical beauty. These things are very important even for your vision. Contains properties that are very good for both your vision and all of that. That's why our product is all in one. And most times you begin to see that people are using X-Lumina and they're telling you, giving good and positive feedbacks. All right, can we go to the composition so we can quickly talk about that too? Please help me with the slide. Yes, so it contains collagen powder, Panax ginseng, so it's very good for blood circulation. So these are the things you need to understand during your presentation. Helps for what? Blood circulation, energizing. You know what ginseng is for, all right? The L-glutathione is your body's is one of the powerful, is a very, your body's own most powerful antioxidant is glutathione in itself. And the L-glutathione, if you remember, if you know about these celebrities that we have around the world, they go to take this L-glutathione injection to make them look 20 years younger than their age. All right, so it helps your body to renew itself. It helps your body, your cells to perform at their best, your immune cells, and every part of your body. Collagen helps your body to, it helps your tone your muscles, helps to keep your skin elastic. Of course, you begin to glow, your skin is retaining moisture, okay? You have your firmer skin. Those of us that have saggy skin, your skin begins to firm up, and then even tone your skin. Many people observe that they become fairer, their skin is toned. You begin to look like when you were born. You know, most children, every time when you have a newborn baby, they always come out fair. Some very dark children will be looking as though they are fair. This is because your body is repairing and renewing your cells. All of these properties contained here, the rosemary extract, very powerful ingredients. You don't need to talk too much on these things. Go straight down to where you have the effect. The antioxidant properties protect your skin from oxidative damage, reducing inflammation and promoting overall health. All right, skin health benefits: support skin elasticity, reduce fine lines, wrinkles, and may help brighten your skin tone. Anti-inflammatory effect reduces inflammation and pains by promoting healing. Right, energy and mental clarity, may improve mental clarity, reduce stress, and boost your energy levels, of course, because of that ginseng it contains. So this is a powerful packed product. Those of us that know what we're talking about knows that S Lumina is a very powerful product, okay? And it's good to combine, but I would always add it's 2 morning, 2 night prescription. How to take S Lumina 2 morning, 2 nights. It can be taken on empty stomach, it can be taken on, it can be taken after food, so you can maximize the benefit of the product. And remember, when you are taking, you can exempt S-Lumina when you are taking gram cedar. So you can introduce S-Lumina after you must have stopped gram cedar as a product. Every other product can go concomitantly. Okay, I'm going to also come back to share common questions. It just came to my head, so I even note it down towards the end of this presentation. Okay. Thank you. Abelos is our blood sugar support formulation. Reading through this stuff, you will see that because of how powerful the herbs used to combine in the right, using the right procedures, all right, is able to help your blood pressure, your vascular health, cardiovascular health. It helps with what? Even skin, for detoxifying your body, your liver as well. It's a rich source of antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. Can help to help reduce urinary sugar. Somebody also on postrate also can be on Abelos, not necessarily when your sugar is high. So Abelos helps to balance sugar in your body and helps your vital organs. The vital organs, your heart, your liver, your kidney, your blood, your liver, and your overall system as well, because of what it contains. Okay, it's rich in antioxidants, it's alkaline in nature, it has all of those properties that will help your body heal itself, especially those that particularly diabetic and hypertensive patients. So people that are stroke patients, people having health challenges should combine Abelos. Now remember, we must do mass detox, like we must always fall back to tell them in combination for heart related issues, combine our mass detox with Ominicell, of course, which is our flagship product, gram cedar and Abelos. You can combine this for people having diabetes and hypertension. I'm mentioning these 2 cases because these are the very common cases. For other cases, we'll find them in the handbook that will be released very soon, although not by the company, but one of our doctors, and then it will be a very helpful tool for your people in your business, so at least you have less calls on how to use this and how to do that. Because over the years since we launched, we've been doing, people have been using products, people have been bringing feedback, and we've been registering and noting how these products was prescribed and how people have responded to it. And so we're able to collect how to best prescribe products for a particular ailment and how to combine our products. So that handbook will be very, very helpful for everybody in the community. And of course, it will not be coming at a very, it will be coming at a very affordable rate. I think 1,000 naira. I let him know that this combination should come at an affordable rate, so that you can even register somebody, buy and hand over to the person you are giving it to free. All right, so that the person can allow you breathe. Otherwise, they'll keep calling you to ask for prescription. So it will help the business in general. So you can go further to talk about the composition if you're not speaking it, if you're speaking in English and you have the strength to talk more on cinnamon, fenugreek seed, abaosi, and dandelion roots. You can share more on them if you want to, but for time's sake, you can go down to how all of these active ingredients affects your body, right? It has antioxidant, anti-inflammatory effects, protects cells from oxidative damage, reducing inflammation and promoting overall health. Antimicrobial effect, fight against bacteria and fungal infections too. Can you imagine some of these active ingredients has the same effect as gram cedar, but the gram cedar is more concentrated for antimicrobial activity. But by taking even the Abelos, you can get some of these benefits. That is why you can be taking all the Abelos and you begin to discover that some things you were noticing before is not there, aside from just the main purpose of you taking Abelos. Remember, you don't even need to be diabetic to use Abelos. once in a while, we need to see how to balance our body. So many people are already undergoing what we call insulin resistance, and then this can help reverse some of these things early on time. All right. So many people have become insulin resistant for over 2 years, even before they discover they are now diabetic when they become symptomatic to the high elevated insulin levels in the body, or diabetics, or when they start battling with diabetes itself. So imagine understanding as we age, metabolism also drops. These are these products you need to take once in a while to help your body balance your sugar level, control and balance your vital organs and systems in the body. Okay, 2 morning, 2 night is the normal prescription after food. All right, the same way with your Omnivision, 2 morning, 2 nights. Omnivision is a body's natural vision support. So almost all our capsules are 2 morning, 2 nights. Okay, all best after food for our capsules. Okay, only S-Livina can also be taken with an empty stomach. And be careful, especially those people who might have ulcers. Be careful what you advise on empty stomach. So if you present that ulcer patients, please advise not to take S-Livina even on empty stomach. You can go after food, it's still gonna work its best, as long as you have detoxified yourself before you start your treatment programs, right? So these are the things you need to note, you need to share with people during your presentation. So many vision. It's a natural vision support which helps the eyes, protects the eyes from UV and oxidative damage, shielding against potential harm. UV damage, you now know that everybody is now, our screen time has all increased. We might not even have time to watch television or look at our laptops, but everybody part time is on their phone. And so these lights also have a way of damaging the eyes, apart from the UV light from the sun. Of course, the UV light from the sun is even energizing. You have light from the sun, helps to energize you. Let's not get, natural parts. I won't talk against the sun. The sun is very essential for your body and to energize and help your body work at its best. Okay, but these lights from these artificial products that we have damage our eyes, cause weakness, strains on the cells, on the eyes, increase the pressures of our eye. So what does Omnivision do? You don't need to have eye problem before you can use our product. Of course, they're also preventive and can help with eye issues. Remember, can you see how I took this word? Can help with eye conditions or issues. I have not said can cure. This is working with regulation. In your language, you can say anything, but if it's in English, you don't know who is watching your presentation at any given time. Not because we don't know it cures, but we're just trying to do what? Follow regulation, regulatory guidelines on how you can present our products as a company or as individuals, independent distributors. So you can go ahead to read out a few of this stuff, or even all as time permits, right? Now it contains the chrysanthemum, it contains carotenoid powder, cassia seed extract, and bilberry extract, right? So all of this put together synergistically helps your eye, improves your eye health, helps the people that have retinopathy, if you read from the other slide, improves, produces antioxidant protections for the eye, right? So all of these phytochemicals you see contained in all of these active ingredients, okay, protect the eye health, may support eye health, reduce the risk of eye-related macular degeneration, and promote vision health. Digestive health may support digestive health and promote bowel regularity. This is eye, but you can see, because it's herbal, you can touch some other things you're not even expecting for it to do, all right? Anti-inflammatory effects can also help to calm pain. So when you're having eye issues, like people having the common Apollo, right? You're having redness, you have infection. This one has antimicrobial effect as well. Can also help to fight the infection, heal the eye, calm redness, and all of that because of what? The phytochemical properties of contained in the active ingredients, right? So that is why herbal is key. All right, herbal is key. It's far better than taking orthodox medicine. Aha! This is another topic you can talk about even before you start your presentation. Sharing on what advantage of herbal remedies or products over pharmaceuticals. All right, because first you want to introduce this one, talking about lesser side effects and all of that. You should do a good study and share as intro before to keep your audiences angry. So write it down as a topic. As we're talking, something things keep coming up to our head, right? These are very, very important things you can share on that. Everybody is getting older. So getting older, our eyes are also getting older and then getting weaker. So we need to support our eyes. You don't necessarily need to have eye issues. And then you can share a few testimonies if time permits. All right, on each of the products as you do your presentation. So if you have personal experiences, you can be sharing them, putting them in as testimonials during your presentation. You can scroll back to the next product that we have. I think that is all our products. Then we now talk. I was wondering why I didn't see Velox and Co. All right, so Velox, female fertility and aphrodisiac. Of course, you need to throw in some stories as well in this area. These are things that interest men and women, especially the Velox and the Fosa. I'm going to take them together. Okay, the Velox for the female, the Fosa for the male, for female reproductive health. Women these days, because of activity problem and so many stuff, women are hardly moved. You keep touching, they're not moving when they come to the other room activities and performance. All right, so these days we even need help to be able to get us in the mood when we need to be in the mood, so that Oga will not be complaining that you are a log of wood on the other room. So to be at the peak of your performance and keeping up with duties, we encourage you to take Velox to improve your sexual libido, improves your reproductive health, helps to stimulate quality ovaries, right? Improve the quality of oocyte. It helps to reduce the risk of miscarriage or pregnancy complications. So supplies nutrient that enhances pregnancy and fertile development. So it's very effective. After reading that, you can still want to talk about the composition. You read out the active ingredients, dive straight to what the effect of the diet. Can you please change the slide, please? All right, you can read out the active ingredients. Okay, 100% natural formulation for fertility and libido support for women. Active ingredients: the Angus castus, and the Tunera diffusa, Lepidium mayeni, and the Witenia somnifera. Once you mention them, you can just read them out. Don't go and stress yourself. Go down straight to how this affects your body, right? Potential benefit of this composition: hormonal balance. It helps to regulate hormones, particularly for women's health when it comes to Velox. Adaptogenic effects may help reduce stress, anxiety, and promote relaxation. All right. Libido and fertility may help improve libido, fertility, and overall reproductive health. Antioxidant effect protects cells from oxidative damage, reducing inflammation and promoting overall health and well-being. Overall, remember, at the end of the day, it promotes overall health and well-being. Virtually all our products are rich in antioxidants, which helps your body fight free radicals. Same thing for the men. I think it's just for our counterpart for the male. For the men, fertility and aphrodisiac, both libido. Can crack joke at this point about men stuff. You can generate one joke or the other. So to keep your audience alive. Enhanced male fertility improves memory, support brain function, improves blood flow, blood circulation, sperm motility. All right, improves low sperm counts, promotes male reproductive health generally. Can now list the active ingredients. I will please change the slide. Okay, list the active ingredients for them. Read it out. You can look at it at the screen. Okay. Uricoma conglifolia, Lepidium mayeni, Smilax ornata, Ginkgo biloba. All right. You can actually read it out and then go straight to how does it affect your body individually. I mean, as concomitantly as a herbal formulation, right? Lipido and fertility helps improve lipido due to aphrodisiac property of Uroma longifolia, all right? And hormonal balancing effect of Lepidium mayeni. Antioxidant effects protect cells from oxidative damage, reducing inflammation and supporting overall health. Cognitive function may help improve cognitive function, of course. Anything that is help like your ginkgo biloba, very effective for your cognitive function, and improve blood circulation to the brain and the whole body, all right, due to neuroprotective effect of the ginkgo biloba. Anti-inflammatory effect, reduces inflammation and promotes overall well-being. And that is that. So for the men in the other room, this helps you over time, you begin to feel like a boy again. So when you are in the mood, you're going to act up, of course, perform well, like when you used to be much, much younger. So this is not a hit and run effect for FOSA. It's something that allows your body to do what? Heal and return you back to your youthful days, right? And of course, help maintain your energy. All right, so what you observe over time of taking FOSA is that gradually you observe that you begin to feel. I had this testimony on severally, okay? Men over 50, they tell you that they are, for a very long time, they don't wake up with their pee up. But they observe that they wake up and they're like, their stuff is up. This is something that's common with children and youth and people much, much younger. So what does it tell you? It helps to help reverse aging because of the antioxidant properties and all of those things that help your body to heal and begin to perform at your peak again. So it's not a quick fix stuff for 30 minutes. Let me quickly put this for that FOSA training. FOSA is not 30 minutes or 1 hour to get to the other room. You are using it so that it can jack you up. It does not function like that. This is therapeutic. This heals you for a long term. So if you're taking it and you want to meet a woman now and you are running to take FOSA so that in 1 hour time you can break everywhere, scatter everywhere, is not the function of FOSA. But with continuous use, you begin to see that the energy you had as a youth, when you are much stronger, everything will be reversed and you'll be working. Of course, you jack up normal and perform at your best. So that is where people begin to enjoy the effect of your body healing, okay, you get when you use FOSA. All right, so remember 2 morning, 2 in the night. That's why it's not two when you want to. It is 2 morning, 2 night. It's something you need to build yourself. So it's good for every man. It's also good for post-stroke health. That's FOSA you look at. So FOSA, combining Procell for men fertility. Sorry, FOSA for men fertility. You need to treat infertility for both men and female, giving them mass detox, Ominicell liquid, gram sidal to take away any form of infection that will be affecting both the egg and the allowing you to conceive as a woman. All right, and for the man, gram sidal is compulsory. Then you can now combine with what? Either FOSA or Venox for man or for woman, as the case may be, right? So this is to up your game. Now imagine you now combine, for men over 30 years and above, you should start using Procell, because this is our prostate support for men. But I remember I told you we've got testimonies on even prostates using just Ominicell, Mazdastos, and gram sidal. Now imagine that you now add Procell, you have FOSA, of course, to help whoever it is, all right? You're going to be getting super testimony in no time. So you have Procell for prostate support for men. So on its own, you can take Procell without other products, just for maintenance of your prostate health. Maintains your prostate health, enhance optimal urinary function, facilitate kidney cleansing and detoxification, aids in the prevention of post-operative prostate complications, Provides support for various prostate disorders such as BPH, prostatitis, and what? Prostate cancer. Then you can go to the next place. Sometimes reading that, you can just pick 1 or 2 points from here. So you can come back to read how this affects your body, because these things are going to be mentioned again in how this affects your body from the first slide. So this other side of this slide, you can use it when you have 1 hour ample time to do your training. If you don't have that all the time to do your training, you can keep with the first slide where you have only those products, you talk about it, and then you move ahead to do your compensation plan. If you're going to hold both products and compensation plan on the same day within 1 hour, it is very possible to run through the product in between 15 minutes to 20 minutes, and then, but for doing a product presentation training, is going to take a lot of time, and then you need to do these extras by reading out the composition and the effect of the what combination of the active ingredients in the body. So how does this affect your body? You mentioned the epilobium parvifolium, the pygium, and the cranberry extract. And you can now read down how does this affect the body, the benefits of the composition. Prostate health may help support prostate health and alleviate symptoms of BPH. Same thing we have read on the other side, to the anti-inflammatory and anti-androgenic effect of pygium and availability. So if you don't even want to read out the active ingredients, it's also contained in how this affects your body. So you now be reading out those epilobium parvifolium, right? Urinary tract health may help support urinary tract health and prevent infection due to the antimicrobial and anti-adhesive effect of cranberry extract. Antioxidant effect protects cells from antioxidative damage, reducing inflammation and overall health. Of course, that's what antioxidants do, right? Anti-inflammatory effect reduces inflammation and promotes overall well-being. Of course, if you are inflamed, you are having a low quality life. When you are always in pain, there's no quality in that life at all. So once your pains and inflammations are what's curbed, you're going to enjoy more quality life. Of course, that is why health is wealth. Any other one, please turn the slide. Like I said, all our products are 2 capsules in the morning, 2 capsules in the night, except for some special cases where you need to increase dosage accordingly based on the illness or medication the person is treating. So you now talk about our machine, Ominicell ionized alkaline water machine, right? You need to share about the properties of this machine, the water produced by this machine. Now, the water is rich in molecular hydrogen, which is the smallest antioxidant that exists, and also very powerful antioxidant. Antioxidants you can take at any quantity. There's never an overdose. This helps curb inflammation. This helps give you antioxidant protection for every part of your cells. Because of course, water from this machine, you read the qualities of the water from the machine. Eliminate acidic waste. Why? Because the water is alkaline water. Nanomolecules, the water molecules are what? Are tiny water molecules that can permeate every cell of your body. You need to know that this water hydrates the body 6 times more than the normal drinking water, the ordinary water you are taking. Of course, it's also alkaline in nature, rich in antioxidants because of the molecular hydrogen and what? Nanomolecules. This water is also rich in minerals that your body needs to improve your metabolic activities of the body. So you can now read out the properties of, what the water does when you are taking this water. What do you benefit taking this water? Knowing that it is actually healthy water, healthy life. It eliminates acidic wastes, toxins from the body, enhances hydration at the cellular level, boosts energy levels and athletic performance, high in antioxidants, aids in improving sleep quality and weight management, support optimal digestion, restores the body's balance to homeostasis. It restores your body's balance, overall balance, all right? Strengthens the immune system, empowers the body to heal itself, slow aging. We need to talk about water and the essential properties of water. What are the benefits of water? These little studies you're going to do on your own. So you make your presentation interesting. Maybe you don't want to just dive into the importance of water, of what the water from this machine. You need to first of all, ask them, talk about water in general and how important water is to health, to life, to living. All right. Water is essential part of life. Water is essential for distribution of nutrients in the body, to distribute oxygen, to even carry oxygen around the body. Of course, that is the distribution of nutrients around the body. And water is also very essential for removing toxins from the body. And how do we lose water from the body? How do we detoxify from the body? From the skin, when we urinate, when we cry, different ways you take away toxins from the body using water. Even when you breathe out water. I hope you know. All right. So, and then by so doing, you're taking out that water helps to carry out what? Carbon monoxide or the carbon dioxide you are breathing out to the environment. So you need to understand water and their uses so you can quickly share and then compare with our water. So it's also important you need to do your own due diligence, study on water and water benefits in the body. And now you can also do small research on what are the challenges you have with the water obtainable in today. Okay, and do your personal research on this. This will make you become more educated before you begin to talk like a medical person. That is the essence of you doing small research on your own. If that you want to actually dwell on water at the end of the day, you can do studies on water. Best kind of water. Okay, you can also study why is Ominicell ionized alkaline water better than the ordinary water. All of these things will also form your lecture during your training. Of course, alkaline water means good water. It helps your body to balance its pH, and then it removes away acidity, and then your body's oxygen level increases. That's the function of alkaline water. It oxygenates the blood. So we are taking ionized alkaline water. So we are not just taking alkaline water. You must know the difference between your water and the common. There are bottled alkaline water in the market. There are water that are induced alkaline water. Our water is ionized alkaline water or alkalinized water or electrolyzed water. I think if you dropped something on that on the group, all right, you need to know the difference. So this water electrolyzes your body, it energizes your body. It gives your body negative charges, brings down your body from stress level, gives you normal, remove anxiety, brings down and allows your body to turn up to a charge where your body is able to heal. For your body to heal, your body needs your cells. That is why we are particular about cell health, cellular health in Ominicell. Your cells need to be at a negative 50 to negative 100 millivolts per cell for you to turn on the healing switch. So your body is able to heal only when it's at a negative stage. Your cells are negatively charged. Note that if your cells are positively charged, it is the point where you are already you are being attacked, having oxidative stress, and so many other kind of sickness and depression and so many stuffs are already going on in your body. Being able to introduce highly electrolyzed water, ionized water into your body helps to cancel out those positive charges. That is what it means. That's what we mean by antioxidant protection, scavenging free radicals. These free radicals are positively charged and they're constantly burning up your cells and destroying and reshaping your cells. If not curbed in time, these things can form cancers, ulcers, diabetes, and all of those stuff, trigger autoimmune diseases. If you do not come, that is why if you know how important antioxidants are, particularly all our products, if you look at the composition, are all rich in antioxidants that help do what? Scavenge for these positive charges in your cells. And so take away these toxins from your body and energize. So by taking our water only, ionized alkaline water, you can bring your body to a state of balance, which is a state of homeostasis. You can actually remove acidity from your body and supply your body all the negative energies it needs, your cells, to be able to turn on your metabolic switch increases, and then what? Turn on your healing switch. And your body is able to heal itself effectively from any form of disease, including cancers. So we've got some amazing testimonies of people drinking strong alkaline water from our machine, and they begin to have testimonies. A lot of cases already, cancer cases where we are already documenting the testimony. And when it's time, we're going to also share it with the group, right? So we have all it takes in Ominicell. everything you need, because Ominicell targets the root cause of every disease. The root cause. That is why we specialize in these formulations that contain, they're all rich in antioxidants, anti-inflammatory to improve your quality of life, and then help you treat common health challenges, and you're bringing solution to mankind. So of course, that brings us to the end of today's training on products. So it's time for us to ask questions. Then I also want to share on, can we use our products? When people ask you these questions during presentation, can we use our products with your pharmaceutical drugs together? Or should I stop my pharmaceutical products while using our Ominicell product? The answer is no. All right? Because some of this, when people bring such questions to you, you don't stop your doctor's prescribed medications because you are using a Ominicell product. And you do not use them concomitantly. You don't mix all of them, your doctor's prescribed drug and your herbal products at the same time. They might have contraindications. They might have they might begin to give you adverse reactions. One might even spoil the effect of the other, and then you're no longer getting effects of what you're using. So we always advise 1 to 2 hours gap from your medical, before or after your medication. All right, your doctor's prescribed drug, so that you do not have drugs interacting or chemical or products interacting with one another and cause toxicity in the body. All right. Then always find out if they are ulcer patients. Always encourage them to eat before they take products. The only product ulcer patients can take on empty stomach is our Ominicell liquid. They can take the Ominicell liquid for everybody. They can take it on empty stomach. And then always note that 5 to 10 minutes after taking your Ominicell liquid, you must take water. And the best kind of water to take is warm water or Ominicell ionized alkaline water. So I will leave the I want to talk about something again quickly if I start taking questions. Should I stop my products, my doctor's prescribed drug? No. In fact, when you are taking your doctor's prescribed drug and using our medication, and you begin to do your vital, like checking your diabetes, checking your sugar level, checking your BP level, and all of that, and you are seeing improvements in your health, you can go back to your doctor. They will be the one to gradually withdraw you from your doctor's prescribed medication, because of course you're already getting better. So please do not stop your doctor's prescribed drugs. These are going to be answers you'll be giving to people when they ask you such questions. These are common questions people ask during presentation. Please, I want us to ask us those common questions that you have in your mind right now to share, so we can actually address them. Pharmacy Kanu, your hands is up, so just please unmute yourself and ask your questions. That brings you to the end of today's training. Thank you.
Hello, good morning or good afternoon, ma. Wow,
Good afternoon,
I
sir.
want to really appreciate you. You have done so well today.
Thank
Is
you,
is
sir.
this is full of knowledge here. I've learned a lot, and I want to appreciate God for how you are able to articulate those points. In fact, to our level of understanding, I really appreciate you. My God will keep blessing you more.
Thank
I
you,
have
sir.
more confidence. I have good hands right now. I'm happy. Thank you, man. Now, the
Thank you,
question I
sir.
would like to ask is, in fact, you touched everything. You have done so well. You really touched
Thank you.
everything. I had here initially because I have a patient I was just talking to presently, on the
Okay.
Ereta idiots, So, and he's an elderly person, and they have been complaining about this, but he was skeptical about using other product because like you have tried some other ones. So I tried to introduce ours to him, and I think it's the point of getting it by the grace of God.
Okay.
So the question I was trying to ask was, what's the how does our own really work? Does it work like all these orthodox Viagra and other, mode of, action? Do we take it, few hours before going to the other rooms and all that? Then how does it take care? or manage the ADS? Does it take care of it, or there's always, does it just boost and all that? But sincerely, you have done justice to it. I've understood that it might not actually work like other ones, that quick and do, and quick do and
Exactly.
run and all that. Yes, that
Yeah.
you have to take it therapeutically, and that's what the work therapeutically. It manages for a very sustainable time, and the
Exactly.
it's be the money and 922
Like,
yes, and you don't expect that it works almost immediately, but it give you it's a slow release, but it give a very long
lasting
result.
effect.
Yes,
Yes.
that is I really appreciate that you answered that. But the second one, I quickly want to ask along
Okay.
that Abelos, Abelos in the management of diabetes patients and or blood hypertensive patients, in particularly diabetes patients. One who have been on insulin actually. And we introduce Abelos to such one. How does it manage the situation? Is it that it help the pancreas? In the key situation where the pancreas is not producing the pancreatic juice or enough to produce insulin. Now there's insulin deficiency in that patient. Is it that our Abelos will to help the pancreas to secrete insulin, or it works as insulin, on itself into balancing the blood sugar level, or does it heal or heal? Let me use the word heal here. No, I don't want to use the word cure as you wonder, but we are in our meeting here. We understand what I'm saying. Does it help to cure or boost or heal the pancreas to be able to stimulate or produce insulin? I believe you are getting me. Or does it also act as an insulin in the system so that you'll be able to manage or to balance or to store the excess glucose or sugar in the body? So how does ours work in that manner? Also, please relate it to also high blood pressure. How does it work? In the case of atherosclerosis, does it clear all those fatty substances in the vessels, or does it also, in what manner? Because when we're using this, most of the heterodox medicine they just use to maintain or to manage this. But in our own case, is it to manage also, or can it restore back to perfect health in this manner? So I will stop here
Okay.
if you can help us here, ma.
All right. Thank you very much. Remember, I said we do not use the word cure. Of course, I'm happy you have noted this points. Avelox does not work like insulin. Neither does it work like your metformin and all of that. Avelox is, and remember, diabetes, as its case may be, are of different types. All right.
Yes.
So these are natural products that work in line with your own body, individual bodies. Okay. We have seen, and this herbal product helps your body, your organs to heal, especially when you take them in combination with our Ominicell liquid. That's where they are stem cells. Now they help your body, they help your mother stem cell, energizes them to produce and help your body to replicate those cells, all right, that are no longer performing at their best. So because your body is a very intelligent, I'm trying to be very, let me answer this question in a way everybody can understand. The human body is a very intelligent system on its own, and it knows how to use whatever you give to it to do what it needs to do, depending on the condition of that person. Now, remember, yes, if these components are very good for the heart, it helps they supply your body stem cells, the plant stem cells that also supports your own stem cells. Okay, that generate the release of your stem cells from your marrows, from where these mother cells are located, right? And then it's able to help your body to regenerate that organ is already damaged. Now, all of these life cycles has its time. Every organ and system has its cycle of time for it to be reproduced completely. And so many of these organs and systems. Let me, for example, your liver, right? It takes a period of 120 days for the liver to recycle itself. It means every of the cells of the liver begins to die and begin to regenerate new cells. Now, depending on what you give your body, the nutrients you are supplying to the body, for that period of 4 months or 120 days, will determine the new liver that will be reproduced, the brand new liver reproduced. And this thing gets better by every 120 days. Remember, some people have been diabetic, hypertensive for over 20, 30, 15, 10 years. All right. Some has even been diabetic, not even knowing, even before when they were declared diabetic. Now, this your pancreas. What we do when you take up our Ominicell liquid, detoxify first, and all these products is to help your body provide antioxidant properties, provide anti-inflammatory properties, antioxidant protection for your cells, and then the stem cells helps your body to regenerate that cell, replicate and multiply. So at this time, at the given time, that is why you do not allow, when people come to you, do not promise a quick fix. That's what differentiates the pharmaceuticals from the natural herbal products. Pharmaceuticals are direct chemicals that go to the site of action and initiate a particular command because of this is what it's known to do. They are very specific. And by sometimes doing that has a whole lot of side effects that comes. And of course, remember, your body also treats it as a foreigner. But when it comes to herbal supplements, your body recognizes nature. It recognizes its own. Like there's this saying, the whole is one and the one is whole. Because everything that contains in the universe is contained in us. Do you understand? So our body can interpret and use herbal products, okay, to be able to heal. And so that's why I always encourage people, when taking our products, you must be patient to take the course. The people have been sick for 30 years, but they want you to give them products in 2 weeks and they'll see magic. Of course, we have seen such miracles happen, all right? But then we know that your body needs time for it to regenerate, build, for the cell dying and regeneration of new cells, for the replication of the new organ to form. So for every 120 days, using the liver, setting the liver as an example, giving your body all of these nutrients it requires, healing support it requires, your body regenerates a healthier liver every 4 months. And so for people that have suffered this disease for a very long time, I advise you to be on it, minimum 90 to 120 days, and even above for maintenance. You can completely heal for every healing, for every replication cycle or reproduction, or let's say recycling cycle of the regeneration of that particular cell. The whole human body takes 365 days to regenerate brand new cells. So the Dr. Mary you are seeing in this first 365 days, if I am doing all the wrong things to my body, you will see, and by the next year, you're going to see an older, sickly Dr. Mary. Like the way you nurture your plants, when you plant them, if you keep your plants in the right environment, giving it the right care and nutrients, in the right soil, you will see that particular plant, okay, will come up healthier and will give you fruits that you would love to see. That's why you watch people. So people, instead of them growing older, with each passing year, they are looking younger and stronger. I know people, in fact, one of the inventors of the ionizing machine that exists, his organs are, his whole body organs are as new as 18-year-old baby, child. This is somebody who is already 80-something years of age. It is what you give to your body. It is how you care for your body. And so when making these products, please do not ever promise people emergency treatment. For the emergency is why you do not ask them to withdraw from their products. That is helping them to take care of the symptomatic pain and discomfort at that moment, while they allow the body to heal itself. I hope this answers the question, sir.
Wow. Thank you very much. You have over answered me. You are so wonderful, man. We are in the right hand now. Yeah, I pray that you'll be able to reproduce yourself in us.
Amen. That's why the training. Thank you very much. So any other question, please? Your hand is still up. Maybe you can just take your hand down so we can call up other people. Is there any other question so we can round up this call?
Unmute yourself to ask questions.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon,
Hello,
Mr.
good
Kenneth.
afternoon.
Pastor
Good afternoon,
Kenneth, good
Theo. Good
afternoon.
afternoon.
Welcome to the
Good
call.
afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon,
Good
Ma.
afternoon.
I was trying to find the raising hand icon or whatever. I can't find it. Okay. One of the questions people may ask in the course of all this is, can children take our products? Like what from at what age can we give children our products, and what will be the dosage? Like people will want to know this as well. Thank you, Ma.
Okay, children above 7 years. I think that permitted us to give children 7 years and above. So what you do, you are going to use your own intuition to reduce the dosage. For children at 7, you can do, if you're doing 30 ml, you can give them 15, 20 ml, 10 ml, as the case may be. Our products are not toxic, but just to be safe and in line with regulation, please do not give our product to pregnant women, and except you are a medical person or you are licensed as a naturopath, as a pharmacist, or as a doctor. You can use your discretion to apply our products on your patients. Otherwise, please keep your answers safe. Our products are not for pregnant women and nursing mothers, and our products are not for children below the age of 7. I think that answers this question.
Yes, Ma. Thank you so much, Ma. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you. Please unmute and ask your question. Any other question?
Yes, I just
Well,
want to. Good afternoon. I
Mr.
just want
Charles,
to
all the way from Kano. Good
not
afternoon, sir.
Kanoma. I'm in Lagos here.
Are you in Lagos?
Sure, I'm in Lagos.
All right.
Okay.
Welcome.
Yes, ma. I understood everything you taught us. I so appreciate the way you itemized it. But my data got finished the moment you want to talk about our alkaline water, and that is the area I want to ask my question. I've
Okay.
always, I don't want to say I've always known, I've always believed that our body pH talks about the balance between alkaline and acidic or acid. Now, if we continue to use alkaline water on a daily basis, will it in any way put us out of balance between the level of acidic slash acid? I don't know how best to relate this with, but I'm trying to say if we continue on daily basis to use alkaline water, you know, do we stand a chance of being out of balance between alkaline and acidic? That's the question I want to ask.
Okay, if
Open
I
your
get your
mouth and
question,
talk.
you're saying if we continue using alkaline water, will it throw us out of balance, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
The answer is no, sir. Because
Okay.
the alkaline water range that you are taking from the machine is what your body needs. All right? It's what your body actually requires. And let me also let you know that virtually everything we do and eat brings our body to acidic states. Acidity acidifies our body. And the kind of foods we eat, we don't no longer, we hardly have a blend of fresh food we eat. So we cook everything, we fry, fry. All right. And then we eat a lot of junks, fast foods, a lot of sugars, the effect of all of this is acidity. They are as byproducts. So taking the normal range of alkaline water helps your body to always maintain that balance, because already our body is what we consume is already brings to a state of acidity always. It's a constant stuff. No matter how careful, no matter how much you try to be in to try to alkalinize our food, the only source of getting alkalinity most times is just this water, your condition of ionized alkaline water. All right, so there's never an overdose. And let me even share with you that in Japan today, they have been taking this water for well over 70, 80 years. And they have been in health. And of course, you know that Japan as a country is where we get some of the oldest living people today. All right, so there is never a thing like too much alkaline will throw your body off balance, please, sir. So because virtually everything we do, everything we take is acid.
It's okay. Well understood. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, sir. Mr. Kenneth, your hand is up again. Unmute and ask the question. Thank you.
All right, thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. Okay, thank you so much, ma. You really opened our eyes to a lot of things this afternoon. And you know, they say that once you stop learning, you start dying. Thank you so much. We've known quite a lot about our we've known quite much about our products. But the thing is that this afternoon we've actually opened our eyes to so many things that we didn't know, and a lot of things that we needed to learn as well, to be well equipped as not only as trainers, but as people who are stakeholders in this business, who are tasked with letting people around know what we have to offer, what Ominicell has to offer. Thank you so much, man. Okay, another question I want to ask, or maybe rather what people may want to ask, I believe someone have actually asked me that in the past. The person was asking me, do I have to continue taking your products? How long will I take it? You know, they will ask that question. Someone have actually asked me that in the past. Will I now start taking your product for life? Or how long will I take it? And all that. So in such situation, what are we going to answer?
In such situations, you ask the person, if the person is taking the product for the sake of curative, that to get to be able to heal, right? For the body to heal itself, you have to take the product as long as your body is not yet like you want it to be. And then if you are not even sick, because our product is not just for sick people, you can actually take these things for maintenance of your health. So it's not a must, you must be on our product for life. All right. But we must also always understand that the same thing that brought us to that point of sickness, if the person is actually sick, right? All right. Those things, those factors are still there. And so the more you use, the better. But it's not a must. Once you are healed and you're fine, you can stop. And then you can even do maintenance doses, probably on the Ominicell liquid once in a while. You detoxify every 2 weeks. You know, these things will just keep your body, maintaining your body, and knowing the importance of detoxification. And once in a while, you do your Ominicell. Once in a while, you can be Omnivision, of course, because you need to keep your eyes healthy. You know, Adbelas can be when you are feeling, you need to do once in a while. It's just for maintenance sake. So, of course, you can live on it for life if you are loving and if you're loving how you feel using our products, right? To maintain and keep your body in health. And if you're still sick, of course, I remember, like I shared with you, our bodies heal in cycles, our organs are replaced in cycle of time. And so with every new cycle of time, you are getting a better organ, all right, or system. Why? Because of what? The multiple effect of the number of cycles you have improved on. Because of course, if you take it for just 120 days, yes, it will produce a better liver than what it was, right? I'm still citing the liver as an example. You get? Then if you take it another 120 days, you are going to produce something much better than what you had before, because you're coming from a sickly one. Do you get what I'm saying? So with every cycle, you're getting much better. And so why not? If you can, yes. And if possible, get into the business so you can have enough money, make enough money to have what you need to keep your health. So because being in this business first and foremost, is for your health. So you should work to the point you can make money that monthly what you take for yourself is not going to be it's not going to be it's not going to inconvenience you in any form, because health is wealth. Like I said, there are different kind of wealth, but that of health is the most paramount, is the most important. Otherwise, you will chase money, and at the end of the day, you will use your money to chase the health. And you know what it is when you're making money and not healthy. In this world, as everything, technology, the way they are bumping, you know, the effect of the toxic gases and all of those things coming down, you know, the air is carrying different kind of things. No more vegetations around us, centers of us in the urban areas. So we don't have trees and those in the villages that have the exchange of gases, oxygen, and how many oxygen are we really breathing these days that we cannot actually supplement? That is why our water is very powerful. Okay, helping your body supply oxygen around your body. So you are more energized and your body is performing at its peak.
Okay, thank you, ma. Another question I want to ask is this, ma.
Yes,
how often can one detoxify his body, his system? How often?
This question is very important. I encourage every 2 weeks you detoxify your body with our mass detox. But bad as it bad, once every month, you have what we call total evacuation and cleaning of your system. It's very important. If you can, 2 times every month, it's very important to clean your system, reset your system. In fact, the management, we did complete 1 week water fast. We were on water for good 1 week, only water, and our ionized alkaline water to clean and restart our system. These are very important. It's very, very important to improve your nutrient absorption and remove toxins, excess toxins from the body, and what again? So many other things you can do to press. So while you are even studying, you will get to learn more on how to improve and maintain your health. So detoxification is key. It's key. Every 2 weeks, you see that typhoid, all this
Okay,
malaria.
Mark, we didn't actually hear everything you said. Your network somehow.
I think it's your network actually. I'll come again. I'm saying it's essential that you detoxify, because most times when we suffer inflammation, we are going through pains, and all the disease and discomfort we feel is as a result of accumulation of toxins. So every 2 weeks, it's advised to detoxify your system. Okay, as bad as it can be, I do it at least once in a month, but encourage 2 times every week. It's very important to detoxify and restart your system for better absorption of nutrients from your food and from your supplements.
Okay, thank you, ma. If we are asking people to do that every month, like how many days in a month on a stretch?
3 days to 5 days of the month.
Okay,
3 to 5 days. Yes, with plenty of water. Remember to instruct plenty of water during your period of detoxification.
Okay, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, sir. I'm really enjoying these questions that's coming. People are going to pop up these questions, obviously. Any other question? Engineer Olakunle, I've not heard from you today. Any question so that I can round up so we can go about our daily activities? Remember, from next week, we're going to call up on those of us on this call today. 1 or 2, 3 people are going to do presentation for us so we can start practicing from next week. So we're going to do the compensation plan will be on Thursday, right? Was it Thursday we talked about, Mr. Wale? Hello, Mr. Moneyman.
It's Wednesday.
That means tomorrow, right? Okay, so tomorrow we're having the compensation plan training for members, for all of us again. So we're coming back here tomorrow, same time, to understand how to do presentation for the compensation plan or how to do the business. All right. So if there's no question, okay, somebody's hand is raised up again.
Well, I've got to say something. Well, the whole lecture is appreciated. You've spoken quite well. You know, you've talked about the product that's in depth. So we quite appreciate it, and
Thank you, sir.
hope that every one of us will oblige with the regulations. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. Thank you so much for the compliments. Thank you. Thank you, Famifi. Thank you, everybody, for being on this call. So we're
Sorry,
going to call
man.
it.
Sorry,
Right.
man. Just a few seconds, but please, do we have a recorded version of this presentation today, man?
Mr. Jankosi, did you record this call?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
yes.
So we're going to drop it to the group. So we can practice, listen over and over, practice. Like I said, we need to study, share your testimonies in between. If you have testimonies to share, or you have already experience on the product, personal experience, and the people you have given the product experience, let us share. Immediately after the presentation, you are going to be calling for testimonies. People who have used the product in that group, or probably amongst your team members, you have called them up for that presentation. All right, remember, the day you're going to be presenting, we're going to have your face on we're going to design flyers to promote your presentation. We're going to invite your team members, your family. They want to hear you present to them, share with them. And then we'll have members on that call who will share testimonies. So we'll be ready also to prepare testimonies to support our fellow presenters. So during presentation, we all need to be on that call. The more the people on the call, the more people are encouraged to actually know that something is happening in the business, all right? And then once we share testimony, we'll be there to share testimony, supporting people who are training with our testimonies. When we call up for testimonies, we should be generous enough to share our personal experiences and share our. So I'm talking about everybody in general now. We'll all be on that call every time, okay? And be willing to share testimony when they call up for testimony, to encourage the new members there to hear amazing testimonies, amazing results we're getting from our products, and be encouraged to try it out or be a part of the business. So we need one another, we need everybody. Okay, so we're going to announce who is going to do the meeting for next week. We are now having trainings on Wednesdays, 8 p.m. in the evening, and on Sundays, because we realize that we don't have enough time to share on Sunday, both presentation, products, and compensation plan. So for Wednesday, 8 p.m., it's going to be compensation plan, okay? On Sunday, 8 p.m., it's going to be product knowledge. So we're going to be training people on product. So if you want your customers to be on the call for the product training, bring them in on Sunday. Those that want to do business, after coming on the call on Sunday, should come back on the call on Wednesday to get in-depth knowledge on how to push the business. So during our product presentation, all right, we will not be sharing anything on compensation plan for Sunday. So you can actually bring up your customers to hear on the product, and at the same time, understand how we combine the products. They'll be the one asking questions. And then when we share our individual testimonies, we empower our customers and our prospects, okay, on what to do and how to go about selling and encouraging people to be part of our business. So thank you once more for coming on this call. We really appreciate your dedication, your time, your contribution. We're really, really proud to have all of you with us, because of course, on our own as corporate, without you guys, we cannot do. We can do but little. We'll need more people to join us. Encourage some of your team members to come on this training, subsequent trainings, and of course, we're going to do more of this repeat on training as well while we are doing our practice, right? So let us get our members to join us so that this work will be easy for every one of us, right? Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. In fact, I am so blessed to have one of the people who love Ominicell and who is also loving our product. Thank you for being on this call, and then we're going to communicate to you further. If there's anything left uncommunicated, feel free to reach out to us with anything you want to know or share. Or if you want to be the first person to do the presentation, we're going to do next week, Wednesday, and next week, this Sunday. Yes, please reach out to us so we can make you number one. Otherwise, we're going to choose by ourselves, and you are going to make yourself available for this call. It's called to service, it's called to serve humanity. So we need every one of you. Thank you for volunteering. I really appreciate you guys. To have a wonderful day and a fulfilling and a fulfilled week. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.